So you're a national level NPC competitor. That is like an answer to my prayers. Listen, I'm doing my first competition. Money is no object, and I need to go in the best condition of my life. My wife's going to be there. My kids are going to be there. My coworkers, my friends, my parents might even come. I want to look beyond good. And so I need help with my supplementation, some pharmacological questions that I've had. You know, I need to know how to come in ripped, and I don't know, should I sodium load? Should I not? Should I carb load? I don't know any of this stuff. You're a national level NPC competitor, so I know that you can help me help myself. Christian Duke from StrengthAddicts.com. Just a couple days ago, I was talking to my good friend and sponsor, Jody from CheapSup.com. That's CheapSupp.com. The best supplements at the lowest prices, bar none. And he was telling me how sick and tired he is of people that are deceiving the public, giving deceptive sort of descriptions about what they've done on stage. Let me explain that a little bit. Let's say that you have a personal trainer at a health spa or health facility or a fitness studio or one of those things, because this shit would never fly at a real gym. In any event, this personal trainer wannabe is not certified by the NASM or ISSA. He doesn't even have a great physique, but he gets the idea in his head that he's going to do a bodybuilding show or a men's physique show, or she's going to do a bikini show, or she's going to do fitness or figure in whatever federation. But let's say NPC, because NPC is the best amateur federation in the United States, and I don't give a shit what anyone else has to say, because that is the truth. So they buy their NPC card, they pay their fees, they get in pretty good shape. Let's say it's fitness or women's bodybuilding, for example, because at a local level, unfortunately, women's bodybuilding is a very unique look. A lot of women don't have it. A lot of women would not enter that division. Or let's say fitness, which is a very, very demanding division that a lot of times requires some sort of a background in choreography or ballet or dance or something like that. And a lot of women don't have that formal training, so they also would not get into that division. And so let's say, actually I interviewed IFBB Pro, Fitness Pro Ariel Kadar in Miami, Florida last month, and that's one of the things we were talking about, how fitness at a local level and even at a regional level, unfortunately, is just sort of hit or miss. But let's say that our dear personal training, aspiring personal trainer decides to compete in one of these divisions and wins her division, wins her class and wins her division. You know why? Because there ain't nobody else there. Then turns around, goes back to the health spa or the fitness studio, and now opens up her little business as a personal trainer and holds herself out as an NPC competitor. She isn't lying. She has an NPC card. She did an NPC show. Also says she's an NPC champion. She isn't lying. She did win her class because there was no one else there. She did win her division because there was no one else there. But she's not lying. She's just deceiving people. So a lot of people that go to a gym, they want to see results. They don't care if you're NASM certified, they don't care if you're ISSA certified, they want to see results. And if you happen to be an NPC competitor, and I say NPC, it's different than NGA, it's different than NAMBF, it's different than IMBF or IMBA. If you are an NPC competitor, that acronym means money. Because when people think of an NPC competitor, they think of you as being someone that goes to multiple shows and competes, goes to other shows and supports your fellow competitors, is in the thick of the fitness industry, is well-read, well-traveled, and believes wholeheartedly in health and fitness. They don't know that you are truly a poser that's done one show and has won that one show because no one else was there, or you were top 5 not because you were amongst the 5 best out of a class of 15, but you're top 5 because there were 5 in your class and you placed last. They don't know that. And so a lot of these con artists will go to these shows and pay that fee and never renew that card and never be seen at another NPC show again because they have gone there simply to deceive potential future clients into working with them when they in fact don't know if they're on foot or horseback when it comes to nutrition, supplementation, training, or contest prep, because those people also turn around and call themselves contest prep gurus. Now when I think of a contest prep guru, I think of Hanny Rambod, I think of Chris Aceto, George Farah, Dan Esslinger, Dave Lieberman, Tad the Diet Coach, Trey Hodge, people like that. Not somebody that went and did one show and now all of a sudden is an NPC competitor, an NPC champion, and a contest prep guru. What is also incredibly deceptive let's say using the fitness or women's bodybuilding sort of examples, is someone that does one of those divisions at a local level, then wins, then qualifies, goes to a regional show, where again, unfortunately, that division may not have a lot of competitors or may not even have any competitors, qualify there, and then go to one of the national pro qualifiers, your North American, your Team Universe, your USAs, or your Nationals. They place dead last, not to say they're not laughed out of the venue, and then turn around and go to Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube, and now all of a sudden they're not just an NPC competitor, not just an NPC champion, but now they are a top-ranked national level NPC competitor, which is bullshit. And even if they don't say top ranked, if they just say they're a national level NPC competitor, it isn't a lie because they competed at a national level NPC stage, but boy is it deceptive because they came in dead last, and the only reason they got there is because they never competed against anyone to begin with. But yet the people that were conned into spending top dollar for an NPC competitor, NPC champion, now will spend even more money because, again, they see the NPC, they see credibility, they see depth, they see high-end physiques that could potentially be IFBB pros. When I think of a nationally ranked NPC competitor, when I think of a top-ranked NPC national level competitor, I think of Joe Thomas, I think of Kate Cooper, I think of people that are like this close to that IFBB pro card. People that if were IFBB pros today with the physiques they have today could be competitive. I don't think of someone that qualified because they competed against no one locally, no one regionally, and got last place at a national level competition. I don't think of that as being national level. Now, if you were to have gone to a national level show and placed dead last because you had a death in the family, or because you had, bad supplements, or you injured yourself like poor Frank Zane did before the 1980 Mr. Olympia, that's totally different. But if you're one of these people, because there's no shame in placing last, but if you're one of these people that are conning their way into future personal training, into future contest prep, and they are not who they say they are, people that have found these shows where there's no competition to win titles that really they don't deserve, to then go to the next level and the next level, and then turn around and deceive people, that's weak, that's messed up, that's outrageous. And unfortunately, there are a lot of people doing that. And so when Jody from cheapstuff.com told me how upset he was and how maybe we could write an article or do something, I said, you know what? Let's get that maybe and throw it out the window, because I'm making a video and I'm writing articles and I'm hoping that the real contest prep gurus come out and just really denounce these posers, and that real NPC national level competitors that see this shit going on blow the whistle. But the reality of it is that we're in an industry based on networking, and a real contest prep guru, a Tad the Diet Coach, a Dave Lieberman, a Hanny Reinbot, one of these people, they don't need to call anyone out because they're so good that they are going to have a steady stream of clients, and they're so good that they actually have to tell a lot of clients, hey, listen, I'm tapped out. I just can't take any more clients. I just can't, because I have too many, and I got to do my due diligence with the clients that I do have. So unfortunately, I can't work with you. But a lot of times, those contest prep gurus, like attorneys or doctors that can't work with you, they will refer you to an equally competent guru or person to help you. Unfortunately, though, like I said, this industry is not set up as to where a real prep guru is going to call out a poser and lambaste him on social media. That's not how this industry really works. A real NPC national level competitor, even if he knows of someone that he competed with at a show that's doing that kind of shit, that placed dead last, he or she is not usually going to call out another competitor, because in this industry you have sort of this mentality where, make your money, do your own thing, and whatever someone else does, karma has a way of dealing with that person. Unfortunately, a lot of people are getting ripped off. A lot of people are, in fact, doing themselves metabolic damage. I know a lot of people say metabolic damage is just blown out of proportion and it's a myth and blah, blah, blah. I disagree. I think a lot of these people that don't know if they're on foot or horseback, that are placing dead last, that have no business claiming even to be an NPC competitor, much less a nationally ranked one, are giving people a lot of bad advice. People want to know about sodium loading, carb loading. They want to know about pharmacological stuff. They want to know about training. And these people do not have expertise in anything, even experience, much less expertise. And honestly, a lot of people are being, just really royally screwed. And when you have issues like metabolic damage, it gets serious pretty quick. So, again, no happy ending here. These people are probably going to continue doing it. The best thing you can do for yourself, if you want a contest prep guru, contact me. None of the prep gurus give me money, but I send people to them all the time. I don't want them to give me money just because I don't want to be biased. And you shouldn't think that if someone sends you to a qualified professional that they are getting a kickback or anything like that, because a lot of people in this industry are so fed up with the horror stories. You know, I own a website, I run a website, I have various social media groups, and I hear it from so many people. And you know, it annoys me on so many levels. It annoys me that people are spending all this money to get ready for a competition because they want to give the fans and their friends and the promoters and their fellow competitors the best they've got. And when they get there, they're sadly disappointed because the person that's been prepping them has deceived them. And it also irks me because, you know, there is no justice, it seems like. But you know what? You know, it is what it is. You know, I hope this video at least gets some people talking, thinking, whatever. If you see this video and you've never competed before, or you have competed before and you haven't achieved the look that you want, before you just give up on yourself and go and work with someone else, do your homework. Please contact me, contact Tad the Diet Coach, contact Dave Lieberman or Dan Esslinger or Trey Hodge, like the real people. You know what I mean? Boston Lloyd, who up until recently I did not like. I actually got down to talking to him, you know? And he's a great guy. He's young as fuck, but he knows what he's talking about. And he preps people that take gear, and he preps people that prep naturally. Mighty Mike Quinn, you know, in where does he live? In Boca, I think. He knows so much stuff. And he's not in Boca. He's in Lake Worth. He knows Lake Worth, Florida. He knows so much stuff. He was on the cover of countless magazines, won all sorts of titles, won professional basically twice. You know, go to people that know what they're talking about. You could even go to a competitor that doesn't prep people, or it's just, you know, it's just really pathetic that people are calling themselves things that they are not. You know what I mean? Ultimately, I can give so many tips to people not to get ripped off, but really what this video is about is just people that are just so shameless and so deceptive, and they're totally pimping out. You know, when I see people say that they pimp and they hustle and this and that, that's not a good thing. That's just other words for conning people. When you go on social media, you're basically hustling people when you tell them lies and deceive them. And I don't know. I don't have anything else to say on it.